Good night and welcome to Benalmádena's first in listening broadcast. Digital Costa del Sol brings you every Friday all the information about this week news. Once again, this year City Hall has prepared an asphalting plan that will cover around 15 linear kilometers, focusing on this occasion on the urbanizations in the municipality such as Sant'Angelo or Monte Alto, among others.
Benalmádena's Mayor Víctor Navas and Roads and Works Councilman Joaquín Villazón present the new asphalting plan last week at City Hall. Since their arrival to the municipal government, they have made a commitment to improve the roads that were abandoned, having already paved 73 linear kilometers with an investment of 4 million euros. Benalmádena is experiencing a major transformation, not only in terms of economic investment, but also in relation to citizen service, strategic projects planning and city maintenance. Since this government team arrived to the institution, 73 linear kilometers of streets and avenues have been asphalted, with an investment of 4 million euros. Now we are launching a new asphalting plan with an investment over 1 million euros, which will involve asphalting among 15 linear kilometers. The new plan prepared for this year includes work on around 15 linear kilometers with an investment of more than 1 million euros. The work will focus on urbanizations such as Sant'Angelo or Monte Alto, among others. This time, we won't be working at the main urban centers of the city, but in the urbanizations, showing our predisposition to collaborate with urban conservation entities to help them with their needs for conservation and maintenance of their surroundings. We are going to asphalt streets in areas such as Sant'Angelo North and East, Monte Alto, Veracruz, Hacienda San Fernando or Torrequebrada, as well as fulfilling our commitment to Benalmar Social, thanks to which we managed to move forward with the project to enhance the value of the Finale Ligure aqueduct. We continue to work on Benalmádena's transformation and improvement to further consolidate it as benchmark municipality on the Costa del Sol. Villazón emphasized the poor state of the roads when they came into the government and how step by step the roads are being improved in every corner of the municipality. When we came to the municipal government, we found a poorly maintained network of streets and avenues. We then set ourselves the objective of investing around 1 million euros every year in progressively asphalting all the streets in the town. To finish, he explained that the actions respond to a commitment made with the citizens and that they expect to carry out the works during the winter months. It is a commitment that we are fulfilling. In a few years, we have managed to asphalt streets throughout the municipality, focusing in some years on streets in the center and in others, as in the present, in urbanizations, always trying to respond to neighborhood demands, prioritizing those streets that are in the worst condition. As we always try to do, our approach is to start asphalting in the last months of winter, a period in which we will generate less inconvenience.
Benalmádena's Mayor Víctor Navas spoke last week about the work they are carrying out to develop a new strategy for sustainable tourism as a destination, with the aim of transforming the tourism sector.
Benalmádena Town Hall announced last week that they are working on Benalmádena's tourism sustainability strategy. The mayor and tourism councilman Víctor Navas highlight that this is not a typical tourism plan, but a global strategy to modify traditional tourism models in order to adapt to the new tourist demands. The presentation of this strategy in the calls launched by the Industry Ministry will allow us to access the funds of the Recovery, Transformation and Resilience Plan. In the next 3 years, extraordinary editions of the Ordinary Program of Tourism Sustainability Plans in destinations will be called financed with 1,858 million from the European Recovery Funds. The program represents the main instrument of intervention from the Spanish Tourism Administration in the process of transformation of the sector, as well as being an outstanding mechanism of collaboration between the General State Administration and the autonomous communities and local entities. The program represents the main instrument of intervention of the Spanish Tourism Administration in the sector transformation process, as well as being an important mechanism of collaboration between the different administrations. According to the last call, all the projects included in the strategy are based on 4 main lines of action: green and sustainable transition, improvement of energy efficiency, actions in digital transition, and actions in competitiveness. This strategy is in perfect harmony with the city model that we are working on from the municipal government, in a firm commitment to sustainable development and respect for the environment, and to move towards a tourism model that transcends the successful binomial of sand and beach. This strategy shows a firm commitment to sustainable development from the government team that's trying to transform the city, moving towards to a new tourism model that puts in value our culture and history, adding new elements and tourist attractions. In this way, this strategy complements the projects integrated within our urban strategy for sustainable development, which we have already begun to implement. Recently, we held a meeting with a group of representatives from Benalmádena's tourism sector to advance the main lines of action of the tourism sustainability strategy so that we can gather their ideas and proposals to complete and enhance it.
Festivities Councilwoman Pilar Ramírez valued positively the events organized by her delegation during the summer season, highlighting the importance of offering alternative leisure and a cultural program.
After this year, a typical summer in which we have not yet been able to enjoy a total return to normality, but we have had events with health and safety measures, a situation that, being far from perfect, has prevented us from spending another summer shoot indoors and without cultural activity. In Benalmádena, we have had events for all tastes with music, theater, magic or humor, and Festivities Councilwoman Pilar Ramírez made a positive assessment of these events. I want to thank all the residents, tourists and visitors who have attended each event for supporting the Festivities program and for their compliance with all the health safety regulations. We are very happy to say that everything has developed normally without any outbreak. This summer we have had a total of 18 street events organized by my delegation with a wide diversity and the participation of many talented artists, with an overall attendance of more than 6,000 people throughout the program. The Councilwoman began by highlighting the activities organized to celebrate our patron Saint Day. This 2021 we have had a different fair festivities, but at least it has been celebrated with great devotion in the different parish of the municipality. From the town hall, we also wanted to give joy and color to our streets, decorating them with lanterns, garlands and lights, and bringing performance by artists, local groups and dance academies to our squares. I also want to thank all the neighbors for decorating corners, shops, streets. She also spoke about the family Sundays, highlighting that they wanted to regard the little heroes of the municipality. This summer we have been able to enjoy every Sunday during July and August a new program aimed at the youngest members of the family, Family Sundays, with circus, magic, humor and music in the main squares of the municipality for the enjoyment of our little heroes who deserve everything. A novelty of this summer season was the first Theatre and Musicals Festival that brought high-level shows to the municipal auditorium stage. The Magic and Humor Festival, for its part, has been consolidated with a great success in its second edition. We cannot forget Benalmádena's first theatre and music festival organized by Theatre Properties, which has brought great musical and theatrical shows, as well as tributes to great singers, a diverse program that has been given great results despite the pandemic's limitations. As a finishing touch to this summer, we organized the second edition of the Humor and Magic Festival, in which we have launched and enjoyed a lot of great monologuists, actors, and our local magician, Adrián Lima. Ramírez praised the variety and success of the program, highlight the joint work with the culture delegation, and thank the team behind the organization of these events. The program organized by Festivities, complemented by the Cultura en la Calle program, has offered residents and visitors a wide range of cultural and leisure events for the whole family, making Benalmádena a reference destination with entertainment for all types of public. For me, it is important to highlight the work done by the technicians and workers from operational services, police and civil protection that have made this program possible. We hope that next summer we can organize the events with total normality and without capacity restrictions.
In a year marked by the beginning of the recovery after the pandemic, the Benalforma Municipal Center has become even more important to improve the situation of our unemployed citizens. And last week they handed out the diplomas to their students.
Benalmádena's mayor, Víctor Navas, and employment councilman Joaquín Villazón took part in the diplomas awarding ceremony for the courses of the POEFE program Ben Emplea Incluye that took place last week at the Ovoide building. The mayor encouraged the students to continue their training, participating in future training itineraries organized by Benalforma. The fact that many of your colleagues are not here today because they are working is the best proof of the success of these courses for accessing the labor market. For this City Council and for the Benalforma technical team, this project has been a challenge. The courses are never the same, nor are the students, but in this case, overcoming a health crisis in the middle of the project, finding people motivated and enthusiastic about training and improving their skills to obtain a better professional future is a great satisfaction for the management, technical and teaching team. In addition, Navas stressed that it is vital to provide funds to municipal training and employment centers. We would like to thank our students for their commitment, motivation and desire to excel, and our technicians and teachers for their work to find solutions and adapt the itineraries, complementing them with modules and actions that improve insertion. Benalforma's director, Ana Bautista, who presented the event, thanked the students for their attendance, apologizing in name of those who were unable to attend, and announced that they have been able to extend the service. We have overcome all the obstacles that have been presented to us with enthusiasm and hard work, making these 5 itineraries reach their goal. With regard to the labor insertion, this summer 2021, the labor market has been reactivated, and it is reflecting on the students hiring and in the contact that the companies themselves make with the center to demand profiles related to the training itineraries. Bautista offered the data on labor insertion, highlighting that 64% of the students have found a job at the end of the training. Benalforma also carries out a job prospecting process to continue supporting the insertion opportunity of its students and to facilitate the company's access to these professionals. The pathways that today receive their diploma have had a global insertion rate of 64.29%. The aim of these workshops is to achieve the labor insertion for all the people who participate in the courses, as well as to encourage companies to participate in them by offering work placements. Benalforma will soon start 2 new itineraries, and they have extended this project until March 2022.
The last data on COVID incidence rate from Junta Andalucía shows an improvement on the pandemic evolution, something that benefits the tourism sector, as shown by the air traffic recovery of Malaga's airport this last month.
Despite the fact that during August the list of countries that still had significant restrictions on traveling to Spain was numerous, AENA data appears to confirm the beginning of the air traffic recovery on the Costa del Sol. According to the airport operator, during the month of August, the airport handled 1.4 million passengers, a figure that represents 36% fewer than the number recorded in the same period of 2019. The statistics also confirm more than 13,000 aircraft movements, just 16% fewer than the August before the pandemic. Compared to 2020, the latest AENA data shows that Malaga Airport registered 106% more travelers last August and 45% more landing and takeoffs. The Costa del Sol Airport consolidated its position as the fourth most important in terms of passenger numbers and flights in the AENA network in Spain after Madrid, Barcelona or Palma. So far this year, Malaga Airport has seen 4.2 million travelers pass through its gates, some 69% fewer than in this same period pre-pandemic in 2019. The Andalusian region has registered this Tuesday, September 14th, a total of 577 new coronavirus infections, 73 more than Monday when 504 were registered and 270 more than those reported 7 days ago. The Andalusian Institute of Cartography and Statistics has also confirmed 21 coronavirus deaths, 14 more than 24 hours ago and 1 fewer than a week ago. The cumulative incidence rate stands at 98 cases per 100,000 inhabitants, some 3.6 points less than on Monday, also 70 than 7 days ago, and means that the region is back at the levels of August 2020. And we have some good news from the German laboratory BioNTech, creator of the first coronavirus vaccine, together with the American pharmaceutical company Pfizer, that has developed a specific formula to vaccinate children aged between 5 and 11 years old. The company has announced we are starting production in a statement published in Der Spiegel by Özlem Türeci, co-founder of BioNTech and one of the scientists involved in the development of its vaccines. In the coming weeks, they will present to the authorities around the world the results of their study with children aged 5 to 11 years, requesting their authorization as well as here in Europe. The vaccine is the same as that of adults, but not so highly dosed, and the amount to be administered is also less. The result and conclusions of the study have already been drawn up, and the only thing left to do is to finalize their presentation to the regulatory authorities. They hope to have the results of studies carried out with children and babies from 6 months to 5 years of age by the end of the year. The two German scientists made a calling to try to convince those reluctant to be vaccinated to be jabbed in the coming weeks.
And these are today's headlines. City Hall presents its new asphalting plan. Benalmádena works on its tourism sustainability strategy. Positive balance for the summer events organized by the Festivities delegation. Benalforma celebrates its diploma awarding ceremony. Less incidents and more tourism. The weather forecast for the weekend will leave us with slightly cloudy skies with clouds evolving inland, intervals of low clouds and morning mist on the coast with possibility of fog banks. Temperatures unchanged or rising inland, variable light winds tending to light westerly and more intense on the coast. And that's all. Thank you for watching us, and remember, you can stay updated on our website or social media profile on Facebook and Twitter. Have a good night and enjoy the weekend.